All right, guys, welcome back. Had a little restroom break there. This is going to be Aaron's break. Alternate break here. Has a great break, great spread. Looks like the 6 goes in the side pocket. Cue ball comes back far rail. Does have line of sight on the 1. May see a bank coming up here. I think you do a little bank, try for the side pocket, follow through, leave yourself the 2. It doesn't look like the 2 goes past the 5, so you're really going to be setting up a combo. Aaron's opting out to go for safe off the front. Great shot there. Sends the 1 down table, trying to leave a cluster. I think there's a window here. I think Joey can see this. And this is where crazy things happen. With that kind of angle, he could, if he can hit it, he can make it. If he can hit it, he can do a really nice save here. Anything that sends the 1 into the back rail and the cue ball to the opposite side, you have that blocker of the 3, 7, 5, the 10. I mean, lots of options. He's going for the call. Let me see a nice little sliver thin cut here. A little inside English maybe? No? Ooh, threw it. Was going for it. All right. So came very close to making the 1. The cue ball came back around, made the 9, an unintentional ball. This is going to give the opponent the option. So Aaron either can take this shot or option to give it back to Joey. Now, he can see it. His position played to the 2 is what he's looking over. A lot of the times when you can't see it, you have a hard setup, you're going to give it back to the opponent. Aaron opts to take this shot. Goes for the 1. Great shot. Tried to draw back. I think he got far enough back where he can see the 2. May have to be a little more precise than he wants to. Going for the side pocket. Really got to make sure that those just fall in. Made contact with the nipple or the corner of the side. Bobbled and went right out. Now Joe coming to the table. He has a shot on the 2. I don't think the shot on the side's there. I think it's too far past from where I'm sitting. I think you would have to do too thin of a cut. So I think he's going to be cutting this down table into the corner. Did a nice little stun to leave himself the window in between to see the 3. Got lucky there. The bobble with the 2 was definitely there. Could have left himself off the table. All right, shot on the 3. Great follow through, comes back off the rail. Oh, sadly, just an inch or 2 off. This is coming down to the speed control. These 9-foot tables are really making the difference today. All right, it looks like he can still see it. He's calling the side, so he's going to be able to make the cut. All right, great shot there. From my table angle, the 410 really looked more crunched up than it was. Has a good shot on the 5. Make sure he wants to leave himself a good shot on the 7. I would not set up the 7-10 combo. Just have a great run out. You know, these tables are relentless. When you're going with that long draw, you really have to have straight stroke. Just a little off, bobbled the 5. Good two-way shot. Left the 5 on the far rail. This is gonna leave Aaron a bank opportunity. Looks like he's gonna go with the back bank at the corner back at him. So you're gonna have to put the cue ball on the left side of the 5, really sending it back at himself. Might have changed his shot and went for the save. Yep. Went for the save, going for speed control, trying to put the 5-10 with the window in between. Doesn't look like he got far enough. Now, even if Joey can't see this to make the cut in the side, he can do a kick in the opposite side. So the possibilities of making contact with the 5 are there. Possibilities of making the 5 are there, but a little harder. All right, Joey opting for the safe. A safe, you're just basically not trying to make any balls. You have to make contact with the next ball, which is the 5. All right. Joey sent the 5 all the way down table. Great speed control. Left the cue ball with the window of the 10-8. Excellent save. Really going to have to make Aaron look at a couple of his choices here. I think we're going to see a safe back. I don't see a jump here. This is a really full table jump. If possible, you would be jumping over the 10, which is 2-3 feet away. I think this is going to be a kick off of one of the side rails, and then try to either kick off the back rail as well. So a 2-rail kick is always my option. Okay, it looks like he has enough angle to kick off the back rail and attempt a kick and make in the cross corner, which he calls. Oh, he didn't even have to go off the back rail. Excellent shot on the bank, just a little off. This is going to leave Joey a shot at the table. 5 is hanging deep in the pocket. Joey is pretty straight on this, so he really is going to have to watch which angle he plays to bounce off to have a shot on the 7. Do you naturally bounce off and try to do the 7 in the side? Oh, I don't think he's going for the 7-10. I don't think he sees the 7 doesn't go. Yeah. Joey with confidence going for the combo win. Line up. Oh, and I thought it was in. That was straight as heck and just got robbed off of the corner. Sent the 10 ball down. Aaron's going to be left with a full table shot on the 7. Close proximity to Q7. Should be able to do just a little follow through. Kind of just stun roll a little bit to leave the 8 in the cross corner. Great shot. Great setup. I think he wanted to be a little farther where he had that follow through on the 8 to set up a more natural 10. I think you might be looking at a draw off of this rail to bounce for that 10 shot. But we'll see. Commentator angle, you never know. Yep, bounces right off, nails the 8, has the straight in shot for the 10, takes his time getting up there to put himself on the hill. All right, jumping from the tied match, runs to the hill at 4-3. It will be Joey's break, an opportunity to make this a hill match. Do want to give a shout out to Dave's Hamburgers. They've been in business since 1932. We have 4 generations keeping it going. Awesome homemade styled hamburgers and sides. They're located at 295 North Main Street, Las Cruces, 575-523-8665. All right, Joey has a great break, good ball spread. One went down to the far rail. Q kind of looks like it's blocked. Could see our first push of the day here. Not sure if Aaron has a sliver to make contact and go for a safe. All right, safe called. Need to make contact with the one, send it in the back rail, and then try to freeze something up, cluster something, or just kill line of sight. Aaron did a great job sending the one to the far, jumping behind the 7. All right. Now, lots of opportunities here. I think you're going to either have to kick out the 1 into the 10 or masse around the 7 and, try to do the sliver. I think Joey's calling the 110. I think it's a shot that you just have to call. You're really going for just contact with the wind with the kick. A lot of the times you're going to go off the back rail, make contact with the 10, and send the 10 more towards the side. But it is one of those shots you want to call just in case you make, just to say, yeah, that's right. Sadly, he didn't make contact with the 1, resulting in a foul. This will be Aaron's ball in hand. He is on the hill. Let's see if he can put together a run to take the first discipline at 10 ball. All right, 1-2 looks pretty easy. 3 in the middle table is kind of surrounded. Looks like their only open pocketed balls will be in the side. Great shot and setup for the 2. I think you're going to want to draw back or still again try to set up that 3 in one of the sides is all I can see from here. Aaron's looking again. If not, you have to set up that combo, the 3-5, but it looks like it goes solo by itself. Great drawback. Sadly, bounces into the far side of the 5, which is going to just kill his line of sight. Confident, he's going for the jump stick. Looks like we're going to see another great jump from Aaron. This is going to be a close proximity jump, 6 inches, so he's going to have to really elevate that cue stick. I mean, almost up and down. The 3, there's not too many balls around, so his contact point to be able to make it in the side is there. The nice thing on this shot, I think it'll play a 2-fer. As long as he can make contact with the 3, if he does miss, it will result in a luck save. Aaron has been very confident with the jumps today. We could see a make here. He's lining up a little low now, jacking all the way up. Playing almost at that 90-degree. Great shot. Makes contact with the 3. Sadly, just a half ball off on making it. Cue ball win again, made contact with the 4, freezing on the far rail. Joey is going to be able to see the 3. Will he have the cut in the side? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like he has the cut down table because of the 7. You may have a bank, but I think he's going for the safe. Looks like you really just want to freeze your cue ball up to something here. Bank the cue ball around the 7. 3 on the back rail. Kill your line of sight. Everything looks good. All right, Aaron come to the table. No need for a jump. I think we're going to see a 1 rail kick unless, if Aaron could see this, I would play the safe right back. I think I would try to do with inside hit on the 3, sending the cue back up to the 7. Oh, he's going reverse, sending the 3 into the 7 and cue all the way around table. Anytime you put distance between the 2 balls, there's always going to be a safety opportunity. Just makes it a lot harder to have that precise cut to make anything. Great shot. Sadly, just a little off. 3's going to bobble. Roll with an excellent window. Aaron's coming to the table with a good shot on the 3. Wants to come off the rail just a little bit. Make sure he's not too straight for the 4. 5 set up. Gonna have to, I would do a stun stop shot on your 5 in the side to have the 6 in the cross side. So pretty open table. A lot of things can be done here. I think your position from your 6, 7, 8 is your key. By playing the 5, 6 in the side, you can follow through after the 6 and set up that 7, come back down for your 8 shot is where it's going to be. Aaron leaving good position. Taking his time here, call him the 5. You want to make sure you don't make contact and follow through and just roll where you don't have that shot on the 6. Goes with an excellent stop shot. I think he wanted to draw back maybe 1 inch to have the angle to naturally come off the rail for the 7. Now being on the wrong side of the 6, there's not much you can do. I think you follow through and try to get close to the side and have a harder cut on the 7. A little bit of hesitation and rush and a miscue results in a foul. Ball in hand for Joey. All right, step into the table. Going with everything over. He's going to come from this side. He might do the same thing, set up the 6. Natural cue ball roll down on this side to set up that 7 ball. And if you notice where he put the cue ball, it's actually on the right side, this side that Aaron was trying to get to, and just a little off on his shot on the 5. This just naturally sets up the position with the cue ball. There's nothing you have to do. That's where it goes. Joey left a very good angled shot on the 7. He didn't want to be too straight in. He is going to have to come back on this rail to leave the 8 in the far side corner. Speed control and setup on the 8 is going to really be critical. Sadly, he didn't put enough in it, decided to go 2 rails, played it soft, and I think he got hindered by the 9 and his line of sight, and is going to leave himself a kick. He's calling the 8, but I think he's just kicking to hit at this point. This is a hard leave. This is the difficult ball of the match, the 8 ball entirely. Natural path with Joey kicking this in. The 9 ball should have a open corner, cross corner to be there. And
yes, sir.
All right. Kicking at the 8 for the corner shot. Oh, wow. Goes through the kick. Sadly, did not make contact with the 8, sinking the 10 in a foul. The 10 ball will be spotted, resulting in a foul. All right, ball in hand with the 8 ball. You are going to have to shoot this either in the side or all the way down. Aaron Upton with the shot in the side. Simple stun, just follow through an inch or 2. Set yourself up for the 9 in the cross side. Same thing, simple stun, follow through, and then set yourself up to the 10 in the corner right back at you. And this will be for the win. Taking the first of 3 disciplines. Does Aaron have it under his belt? Came a little farther after that 9 than he wanted, leaving a little tougher of a cut. Does want to make sure he avoids the scratch in the side here. Setting up the cut. Great shot, followed through, avoided the scratch in the side, and the first of 3 disciplines is down. Aaron takes the win. Okay, folks, welcome back to the XLR challenge match between Joey and Aaron. They are going for all 3 disciplines, 10 ball, 9 ball, 8 ball. Aaron took the first win in round match of 10 ball. This is going to be 9 ball. They did set up for the lag. All right, looks like Aaron won the lag, setting up the first rack of 9 ball. This is going to be a race to 5. This is going to be a disciplined 9 match. There will be no 9 on the break, and it is a call 9 combo for the win. All right, guys. First round up. Aaron's break. Let's see what we got here. All right, first break of the match. I think he hit a little off center there. Really didn't make good contact with the 1. He is going to leave a good cluster, leaving the 1 frozen behind. May see a kick again.
Oh, he should be. It's just sometimes Facebook does.
All right, Aaron had a good kick at that. Made contact with the 1.
I didn't see. Yeah, no, I did.
Aaron Opton with the save here. I think he's going to try to bank the 1 around this cluster and leave the cue ball on the far side. Right there. Good shot. He did put this a little closer to a makeable pocket than a lot of people like, giving Joey the opportunity to kick at it in between the 7-2. I haven't seen Joey pull out a jump stick yet. Not sure if that's one of his repertoire. Great kick. Oh, just a little off. All right, this is going to result in a foul and ball in hand. We're going to have Aaron walking to the table with an easy 1-2, but the 3-4 combo here is really going to be a troublesome. You're going to have to plan your breakout now almost. Aaron going for it? Okay. Sounds like he's calling the 1. So what he's trying to do here is make the 1 in the corner by bouncing it off the 3 or comboing off the 3 to break it out. Sadly, it was just a little off. The 1 did bobble in. He does have the shot on the 2. Aaron opting to go for the shot on the 2. I think I might have played it safe there. Great shot, great follow through. Had the chance to actually make contact with the 4 and free up the 3. This goes back to Joey. I think we're going to see a bank back at him. This will be one of those you make contact with the 3 and the 2 goes in. Not sure if the 8's in his way. Because really with the 3 being that stuck, you have to kick off a rail to hit it, and you just can't pocket in anything. And then a lot of the times you double kiss and get kicked in and scratch. Doesn't look like the 2's frozen on the rails, so this is going to be a bankable ball. Great shot. Just a little off. Joey's going to have that line of sight. Still going to be a hard table to go after. Great shot on the 2. Opts for the save. Nice bank. The cluster of the 6, 7, 9 is going to leave Aaron. I think Aaron might here stick with it and go for the jump. Not sure. I think a jump and then just try to hit it and have the cue ball carry him off into the 4 and make the 3 as the shot here. Especially with Aaron's talented jumping. He did opt to pull out the jump cue. You could also just make straight contact with the 2 where the cue ball naturally comes back and then provides a safe by clustering behind the 9-6. Alright. Does look like we're seeing the jump carom. So drawing off of the 2, trying to carom into the 4, comboing into the 3 ball. Oh, great shot. Sadly bounced over the 2 ball. Had an excellent job. Went over his object balls and just missed the 2's top corner. All right. Looks like Joey's setting up to go ahead and take care of the 3 now. So with this one, I would hit it a little harder than normal. I would want to send the 2 off the 4 to leave me a shot just like that. Really be worried about, you know, having that 2 get clustered behind the 4, or they're both in a way that there isn't a make-it-able ball. Joey's pulling out the bridge. Looks like he's going to use a little center ball stun to try to pull this over for the 4. Didn't get over as much as he wants. Either gonna have to kick back at it, do a long bank, or just an easy safe here. I think we're gonna see a safe. Yep. Sends it 1 rail, cue ball over around the cluster. Aaron with no line of sight, reaching directly for the jump cue. This will be an interesting jump because Aaron actually has 2 object balls. You have the 9 and the 5, in which he has to, you know, go up and over. He does have to make contact with the 4 early. If you jump and actually make contact on the top side of the 4, a lot of the times the cue ball gets popped off the table, resulting in a scratch. All right, he's going for the bank. Cross corner on the side. Literally great jump, great speed control, and just makes contact with the nipple. 1 corner off. Okay. Joey coming back to the table. Great bang shot. Same thing, just a little off these 9-footers. That extra, you know, little bit of leeway is just sending their object ball an inch too far. All right, Aaron going with the long shot down. Gonna have to do a little stun drawback to have a good angle on the 5. Now the 6 has its pocket, but you really do have to be precise with it. If you leave yourself a hard angle, you could be cut off on the makeable pocket in the corner by the 9 or the 7. Great 5 shot, follow through, speed control. He's gonna have a great angle on the 6. Looks like the 6 passes and is a makeable, you know, solo by itself between the 9 and 7. With his cue position, he really set up to naturally come off this rail and then bounce off far enough for position with the 7 in the exact same pocket is what I see. He even did a little push on the 7, pushing it closer to his object pocket. Not sure on if he's set up too straight here. This is either going to make him have to draw back to get position on his 8 instead of having the natural 2-rail path of follow. Excellent shot, beautiful drawback. His speed control avoided the side. He's not straight in where he's able to set himself up for the 9. Does want to avoid the sharp drawback scratch. 8 in the corner. Avoids the scratch inside completely. Excellent drawback speed control. Left himself an excellent shot on the 9 for the first win. Taking the lead in the first of 5 in the race of 9 ball.
Thank you. Very nice.
All right, it is going to be alternate break. Okay, setting up with the alternate break. Joey's looking to break a dead center middle. Chalking up. See if we have a good ball spread. One goes directly in the side. He has a good line of sight on the 2 ball. Not sure if the 5 is going to leave him enough angle to get the cue ball in to create the cut to be able to make the 2. I think in this opportunity, you're going to be sending the cue or the 2 into the 9 ball. Let's see if they're just enough. Oh, sadly, there wasn't enough angle to send the 2. Looks like he's going to block Aaron's complete line of sight with the 3. Not sure if Aaron has the sliver to bounce it off of the side of the corner back into the 2 to make it, or if this is going to be you have a long rail kick, you have a masse. He's not going towards a jump shot for this, so. All right, looks like he has a sliver where he can see it. The problem with this is a lot of the time the cue ball gets kicked off. Oh no, he's jacking up for the masse. Looking to curve the cue ball around the 3. Sadly did not make contact with the 2 ball. Made contact with the 9, which froze it to the 4, actually, blocking the table a little longer down the line. It did result in a foul, so Joey is coming back to the table with ball in hand. Now, I know Joey likes combinations. The 4-9 may be a playable combination, so therefore you just need to set up and get through this 2-3. Not sure from the angle if the 3 has its own pocket or if you're doing a 3-5 combo. Not sure there. Did unblock the 4-9 combo, so it does open up the table for a good run out, or at least we'll see all the balls at least made, no early out. All right, Aaron with a shot in the 3, long corner, kind of follow down to give yourself position on the 4 in the same. Just a little off, bobble, and gonna bounce back. Didn't have the speed to set Joey up for the 3 shot in the side. Looks like he's going to have to get a little creative here. I don't see the cross corner or the cross bank back at the side. Long rail cross and cross bank is a little hard as well. think he's going with a safe here. No. Contact with the 3, try to leave it. This is a good leave. You know, he left himself close to the side, but it's such on a far angle. I don't think you could cut this down rail without the scratch. I don't think you could cut it in the side thin enough. You might have to do a back bank into the cross side, but let's see what Aaron thinks. Goes for the thin cut. Just a sliver, comes off the rail, does a great save, kills the line of sight with a 9. Joey doesn't have a straight shot at the 3. Missed opportunities here. Now it looks like he's going to have to kick at it. Doesn't really have an open pocket. Looks like the 6 is blocking this pocket and the 5 is blocking the other. He might be able to see it, so there might be just a little... Nope. Alright. Joey moving the 9 ball, making an intentional foul, therefore cutting out the ball in hand. On his last shot, if he would have missed the 3 ball, it would have resulted in ball in hand, giving a shot of Aaron the 3-9 combo. Knowing that you don't really have a good shot to make contact with your object ball, that was the smarter play. Make the table harder or block up a shot later down the line. But by taking away the 3-9 combo, Aaron is forced now to run the rack for the win. Great shot on the 3. Excellent speed control. Came up just a little short on the 5 ball. I think he was looking to roll in another 2 inches to have a great shot in the corner. I think we're opting for a bank here. Oh, goes with the cut. Then English, excellent. Was able to avoid the 7 and 6. Bouncing between both rails, leaving himself excellent position for the 6. Really just a nice float shot here. Let the cue ball go. Center table sets him up for the 7. 8's pretty much close enough in the opposite corner pocket. You can be anywhere on the table to get position. I think freezing yourself behind the 9 is the only safety on the table, which he did avoid by inches, but he did avoid. All right, so now you have the shot in the 8 in the corner. You kind of want to bounce off your 2 rails and come a little closer to your 9 ball to have a shot in the opposite down corner. Bounces off his rails, gets pretty straight. Still has a little bit of distance between the cue and the 9, so anything can happen for the win. All right, sinks the 9, takes it up. All right, Aaron had a little tough shot there with the 1-5 frozen in that way. There really wasn't a pocketable ball. He was able to pull out a good safe, leaving his opponent Joey, full table shot. Looks like the 9's hindering the line of sight. This may have to be kicked at. This will go back to a kicked at ball with the 1 in the middle. I don't think you're really kicking to make it. I think you're just going to try to do a contact and then leave yourself the safe by leaving the cue behind the 5. Or kicking the 1 hard enough that it's not pocketable or possible to be easily made in the bottom 2 pockets. All right, there was a foul, resulting in ball in hand. Aaron come to the table. Looks like the 2 decided to freeze up to the 4. From my angle, it looks like a dead-on combo could be easily made. Good speed control, simple stun should push the 2 just enough for a setup for the next shot. Oh, a little bit of speed, a little too far. Now you're going to be blocked behind the 5. I think he's just going to kick at back rail. Make contact and do a legal hit after the mistake. All right, Joey coming to the table, full table shot. Is able to make this cut in the far corner. Natural 2 rail cue position for the 5. Does want to watch your speed control. A little farther than I would have wanted, or I think he wanted. Left himself a shot on the 5. With all the balls in this close of proximity, he does have a safe opportunity if he doesn't opt to go for it. He can... Nope. All right. Joey coming back to the table with a little more cluster. Does look like he has the angle on the shot on the 5. You really have to come around to make sure you're not hindered by the 9 and have your line of sight on the 6. It doesn't look like he's can cut to make it. I think he's looking right now for a kick off the rail just to have a legal shot. Let's see. All right. Contact with the 5. Nope, was able to kick off the 5, opened everything up. Joey coming back, has a good table to go back and forth several times for the win. Just really got to take his time and play precise. Little follow through here, set yourself up nice on the 6. Did a great job by avoiding the 7, but the proximity to it now may make him be a little jacked up with his bridge hand. So this may turn into a hard shot. Really doesn't want the cue ball moving that much to set himself up with the 7 in the cross corner. Who floated it down, and the cue ball just traveled and went way too far and followed into the pocket for a scratch, resulting in ball in hand for Aaron. I think Aaron's going to play this with a ball in hand 7 shot in the corner where you just stop natural float. 8 in the side. You do want to be on the far side of the 8 so you can naturally float down to set up the 9. That's one thing you wouldn't want him to do, is be on the wrong side of the 8. Simple stop shot there. Oh, I don't know if he took his time. I don't know if he rushed it, the bobbling and the poppet, but the position play was excellent. Being on that side of the 8 from there was just a simple stun and probably would have left himself straight on the 9. Joey coming to the table, probably going to try to do the same setup as well, but he's going to have to go around just a little bit. Tied up pinch to the rail makes a little difficult of a shot. Can't really draw. It's going to have to naturally follow through. May want to hit this a little harder and come off the back rail to set up the 9. Great shot. You know, has the shot, but now it is going to be a little bit of a tester of a cut. You're not going to have that straight in gimme. This is going to be the show of skill. Joey was a little off. Good speed control, sent the cue all the way to the far table. Didn't leave Aaron an easy shot. He does have the line of sight, does have the angle to make it in the corner, but it is a full table shot. These are the ones that you either soft hit, bobble and miss, and leave it for your opponents. Drill it. I don't know. Let's see what we got. Aaron for the win. Oh, just a little off as well, but this full table gets lucky in the jaws at the side that it doesn't go in and scratch. This will leave Joey a thin cut on the 9. Little inside English. You want to throw this towards the pocket. Not really a chance of a scratch here, so.
Good speed and good lead again.
You know, with these shots, they're really playing their twofers. If he would have shot that slowly and just barely tried to make it and missed, he would have left his opponent an easy out. By hitting that with the speed he did, he left the cue ball full table, sent the 9 out back to the middle of the table, leaving a hard shot. Aaron opting for a safety, you know, giving Joey a bank opportunity shot. I can't tell if the 9 is frozen. It doesn't look like it, making it a little easier for a bank. But you are going to have to be pretty precise on this. A lot of inside. Joey went ahead and called a safe, so I think we're going to see a 1. A little harder than he wanted. I think he was trying to leave the straight, you know, tester again. As much distance in between the cue ball and the 9 ball as you can always works out. All right, Aaron's chance, an opportunity for a streak. Oh, just a little off. These tester cuts, you know, you make them every day, but when the game's on the line, the pressure is there. All right, Joey coming to the table with a pretty straight shot. This is a little longer, but not needing to throw or any kind of English. Ends up taking the win, stepping back up. All right. Going with the alternate break again. It looks like it's going to be Aaron's break. He's using the template rack, or it's Joey's rake.
Yeah, it's his break.
1 off after the win.
2-1, game 4.
All right, great break by Joey. We have good spread, no balls locked together. Did end up freezing the cue ball on the far rail. Now Aaron's going to be able to see the one. Joey goes for the hard, long, thin shot on the cue. Plays it perfectly to get position on the 3. Simple cut shot on the 3. Kind of just stun it, bump off the rail if you want. You could stop shot. We'll have the clear line of sight on the 4. Ooh, just sadly put a little, I think a little English on it. Cut it a little more than he wanted. Made contact with the nipple or the corner of the side, just kicking it off. This is going to give Aaron an easy opportunity. Wants to set himself up pretty good on the 4. You don't want to be straight in. Left that little bit of angle where you can draw back. I think you would have the shot of the 5 and the side is what I would go for. It does look like the 7 is a pocketable ball, so you could play the 5 in the side, slow roll, play the 6 in the side, and still have the cut on the 7. From my angle, it doesn't look like the 7-8 is hindered where you don't have the cut and it's not a pocketable ball. Sadly, Aaron went a little farther than he wanted on the 6. He's on the wrong side now where he's not going to have the natural path to get that shape on the 7. Having to travel around, he actually made contact and created a shot. This worked out in his favor. The 8 kind of stunned by the side. I think he'll have a full table shot on the 7 down. Really just stun the cue ball. Don't want to move it too much. Should leave an 8-ball shot on the side. All right, lining it up for the shot. Excellent. Sadly hits the rail just a little off. Good speed control came back. Got lucky and made contact with the 8 to freeze on the rail, not leaving that easy side shot. Joey coming to the table. I don't think there's the crossover opportunity to bank it. I think we're looking at a long shot. This is something that Joey has made before tonight. Let's see if he's got it in him again. Oh, just a little off. A little off. Hit just a little harder than he wanted. The 7 was able to travel all the way back down table to set Aaron up. All right, Aaron's going to be able to make the 7 in the corner, come off the rail to set up the 8 for a down cut. Did a great job there. This next one is going to be the cut down in the corner. You either want to leave yourself a little drawback or kind of just stun off the rail a little bit, just so you have an easy, full shot at the 9 instead of being right on the rail and only have half the cue ball. All right, Aaron with the shot on the 9. Excellent shot. Takes the win. Hey, Aaron. Okay, alternate break. Aaron's going to go ahead and have the break after his last win. Score 3-1. I do want to point out both of their Fargo Aaron is a 499 and Joey is a 504. So very, very close in their skill percentage. Really shouldn't be any kind of weight even. Alright, good break by Aaron, good spread. Sadly nothing goes down. Doesn't look like Joey has straight line of sight. He's going to be kicking out the one. Or he's pushing out. Alright, so the push is an opportunity to push it anywhere you want and give your opponent a shot to shoot it or give it back to you. A lot of the times you want to push to something you know you can do, leave yourself hidden where you can still get out and make the one, but your opponent can't. This isn't the easiest of a shot, but did leave an easy, safe opportunity, which Aaron played tremendously, had the speed control. If he would have came off that back rail another inch, it would have been a complete loss of save, and Joey would have had the straight in on the one. Does look like he's going to be able to make contact or come off the back rail. Sadly, there was not contact made, resulting in a foul. It'll be ball in hand. Alright, so Aaron's going to have the 1, the 2 in the opposite corner, and then come back down to set up for the 3. Can't tell if the 3 has its own easy cut-in shot or if it's going to have to be made around the 5. Let's see. No, looks like it passes freely by the 9. Gonna have to watch out here with his Q control after contact with the 3. To be able to play your next shot on the 4, you really don't want to make contact with your 5 or with the 9 ball. Will kind of send it in the path to get frozen behind the 6-5. He opted for a major draw to avoid that. Sadly, was a little off on his cutting path. Bobbled just a little bit. This is going to give Joey an opportunity for a 3 in the side. To be able to have shape on the 4 because of the 8 ball, he's either going to have to go on the other side of the 8 or off the rail and leave enough for the 4. Yet again, had a great idea to avoid the 8, just a little off on the 3 precision in the side. Okay, Aaron coming with a back cut shot in the corner. This is going to be very difficult to get shape. A lot of the times you're going to bounce off that rail. He opted to actually leave himself the bank. A lot of the times you bounce off that rail and you either just leave yourself so close to the 4 there is no shot. So smart play by Aaron to leave the position play and distance for the bank. Oh, great bank back. Gets lucky. Gets a little kiss off the 7 and bump in the side. Everything's looking pretty clean and open for the 5. Gonna watch his speed. It is a full table shot. He needs to make sure he comes off long enough for the 6. Did great on the focus of the speed control. Just lost it a little bit and traveled a little off center with contact of the 5, resulting in the 5 bobble and Joey's opportunity back at the table again. I don't see the back bank. I think we're going to see a safe coming up. Ooh. Got a nasty double kiss and left the 5 very close to the corner pocket. Alright, so speed control here. You kind of want to bounce off both rails, naturally come back and leave yourself a good angle on the 6. Aaron did very good on his speed control. You know, 2 inches less and he would have been completely hidden with the 7 with no shot on this 6. Alright, this is your natural 2 rails. Come back around. Make sure to avoid the 8. I think Aaron's doing it precisely. I would do your stun shot here. You really don't want your cue ball adding any more distance to your 8 ball shot. He opted for the drawback to have better position on the 8, put a little English on it, and just off cut. It did pay off for him and did play for the 2 for and a safety. This is going to leave Joey with a harder shot on the 7. No clear line of sight. Aaron does the courtesy wave saying he got lucky, which we all know it was skill. Alright, Joey coming up. Great contact with the 7. Speed control. Uses the 9. Did he block it? Will Aaron have the straight line of sight or will we see a kick into the side? Even if the 9 is there, which it doesn't look like. Looks like Aaron's going to have a good shot on it. Could see a bank here. Oh, drills it in. Drills it in. Good position on the 8. Really want to take your time here, not overthink your English. Just natural setup on your 9 ball shot. I think he overthought it there. Saw it real sharp, just let the cue ball roll, and just a little off on the 8. Yep. All right, gives Joe the opportunity. He's going to have long cut. Going to have to be real precise, I guess. Cutting this down table, you're really not going to have the opportunity to scratch. You're going to bounce back and forth. You don't want to leave yourself that straight shot where you don't have the cut on the 9. A little off on the cut. Just didn't make it all the way down table. This is going to give Aaron the opportunity to come back. This is a hard shot here because your drawback, you run into that side scratch, and you want to bounce back to get on the far side to have position on the 9. And we got to avoid that scratch. Aaron did very, very good. Hit the nipple. Has the shot on the 9. A little more cut than he wanted. Not straight in. Bear down for the win. Put him on the hill. And takes the win. Aaron goes 4-1. Steps to the hill. It is alternate break. All right, welcome back, guys. Joey coming back up with the break. It is 1-4, Aaron on the hill. Joey is going to have to put a little run together here to save this. Good break. Looks like the 7 went down. Has a shot on the 1 down corner. Doesn't look too easy to get back for the 2. All right. Good legal shot on the 1. Sent it far enough past where there wasn't no easy make in the side. I think Aaron's going to opt for a safe here. See a couple opportunities. Bank 1. No. Contact with the 1 and then just leave the 9-6 as your window blockers. Okay, had a foul. Aaron coming back to the table with ball in hand. Opting to shoot the 1 down in the corner, follow through, set himself with the cross corner 2-ball shot. Left himself a good angle, not too straight to be able to come off the back rail and have a shot on the 3. You can do 2 things here, either a 3 in the side or a 3 long rail. Was a little off on the shot on the 2. Got a little bit of luck, bounced far enough back where Joey's either going to have to back bank it, he's going to have to carry him into the 8. I mean, pocketable balls. Got a little harder right there. Good safe opportunity, just hit it, block it by this 4 or the 9. Great shot. Really came down to good speed control again. Looks like Aaron has the opportunity to kick off the back rail, make contact with the 2. A lot of the times you're going to want to use any of those balls as your blocker and just send the 2 all the way down table. I don't think I would kick to make it just because your 3's in your way. You have to cut the angle so it comes straight enough to make the 2, and using that much English on a full table shot like this is very hard on a carom. Aaron's going for it. I think he's going to go a little off the center here, use a little inside left English to kill the angle. Ended up going 2 rails, great shot. Made contact with the 2. 2 hit a rail. Legal shot, very good. Joe coming up, I think he's going to have a quick bank opportunity to send this to the cross side. Not a save. Yeah. Put great distance between the 2. But sadly just left a little bit of window. If the cue didn't travel as far, the 5 would have been blocking it. It is a cuttable ball, but very, very thin. And then the cue ball travels so far. Opted for a bank shot. Not really a possibility to bank in the side, though. For I've seen it done, it's just so thin. A lot of the times that's what happens. You hit the nipple or the corner of the pocket and get thrown back out into the middle. Great shot on the 2, floated it down perfectly to still have position on the 3. I think he's going to have to plan to go around the 5 and all the way down table and back around for position on the 4. I mean, you could do a drawback, long cut down, 3 down in the corner, leave a 4-8 combo, but he opted to draw back off of it and bump into the 5 as his blocker, leaving the 4 shot. I think right here he's comfortable enough caroming into the 8 and setting up the 4. I mean, it is 9-ball. You kind of go for the 2 for either try to cut it, try to bank it, and carom. Hope one goes. With excellent bank skills. So close. Oh, cue ball traveled just farther than he wanted, leaving a sliver of a window of the 5-6. Aaron's grabbing his jump cue, but I'm not sure. I think this should be a natural path. You almost might be able to come off the rail first, make contact with the 4, cutting it in, and then sending the cue ball 2 rails, leaving yourself the 5 in the side. All right, looks like it is going to be a jump, a half jump over the 6. Aaron's going straight for the shot in the 4 in the corner. Lines up. Great shot. Double kisses, gets a good bounce out. Sadly, it didn't get kicked into the corner. Was kicked out to the middle of the back rail, leaving Joe a shot. This is a little straight, so it will be hard to get position. Not too much you can do with the cue ball to travel. I think he's going to set himself up with a long 5 shot down in the corner. Was just a little off on his cut. Ended up with great position, but this leaves Aaron an easy cut with the 4 in the corner. A little inside English, travel back down that rail, leave yourself the 5 in the side. Really want to worry about where you're going to do with the 6. Multiple open pockets so far. Great shot. Travels right down, has a shot on the 5. Now from here, the natural path I would do is just do a little follow, try to go 2 rails, and then leave the 6 in the same side. Or stun it a little bit, go 1, 2 rail, and leave a long rail 6 down. I think with your position, you cut out the 6-8 combo or the 6 in the pocket where the 8 is. 1, 2 rails, excellent. Yep. I think this is going to leave a good position play with the 6 in the same pocket, 8 hanging. The problem with this is going to come down to speed control. If he can make both of the 6 and the 8, it's the speed control to set up the 9. You really want to plan that 9 already. You want to have a game plan for it. Aaron drew back that 6 very well, but he's a little straight with the 8 ball. This is going to make things tricky for the 9. Looks like he's able to follow through with the little inside, come on the inside rail past the 9. Have a great shot down at the same corner. Aaron, obviously a fan of 9-ball, going for the win. And the discipline. takes it 5-1 for the street. Great shooting.
Time is it? Oh yeah, we're good.
All right, welcome back. Took a little break there. We are on our last of 3 matches. This is going to be 8-ball race to 4. They are going to be lagging to break, BCA rules. I'm ready to see a break and run. All right, good luck. Good sportsmanship between the two. Oh, Joey with an excellent lag, almost freezing it to the rail. Pretty hard to beat there, so Joey's going to step up with the break. 8-ball, I think that's going to be a big decision maker. Let's see if he can get something going. Take a minute, talk about some of our sponsors. We have TCMB Design, who have phenomenal custom design jewelry, sun catchers, and more. They specialize in laser cut jewelry that is inlaid with stones and minerals like turquoise. Specialized trophies, awards made from wood and acrylic. They cater to men offering cufflinks, leather bracelets, lapel pins, lever cord necklace, and keychains. Contact them at 575-288-5308. Or my favorite, you can always go down to the Las Cruces Farmers Market every Saturday and see their booth. All right, Joey has a great break. Looks like we have a good spread. Something did go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, nothing went down. Just excellent break. It was loud enough to sound like he made one, but sadly nothing. This will leave Aaron in an opportunity with an open table. Right now, I think solids are pretty much looking good. Your only trouble ball would be almost your 4. But yet again, commentator angle, I'm not sure if I see everything right. I mean, from where I'm standing, your 2-ball, your 6-ball, your 7. All right. Aaron opting for solids. Successfully makes the first. 3-ball down. Looks like he's looking at the 7. Probably going to travel down just a little bit to leave the 5 in the cross corner. Nope. I think he was going for a break out there. Ended up leaving himself a little close to the 1. Cuts off a lot of his angles. I think he's going to have to go back to this 5-ball. All right. He's calling a cuttable shot. Not sure if it's possible from the angle. Very, very thin. Just narrowly goes by the 7, and it was a possible shot. Made it excellent. On the far side of the 1, it's going to be a hard cut to make in the side. Just close, a little off. Joey walking to the table with stripes. Has a good shot on, looks like the 14, 13. Both down table, pretty easily set together. So far, no clusters on the table. Okay, column 13, cross corner. Great shot. Comes around. Leaves him set up nicely. Oh, excellent shot. Played in the side, bumped off the one, got kicked in nicely. Left himself a little closer to the 9. Gonna have to use a lot of inside English to push it towards that corner. Joey opting for the cut, and it's good. Cue ball goes around, actually makes contact with the 10. Either way, he would have been set up. So you have the chance here, make your back cut on the 10 or just go for the easy cut on the 11, whatever you personally feel comfortable with. Both of them will set you up to go back and forth down the table. Great shot on the 10. Okay, going with the back bank on the 11. He's going to cut this on the far side, try to see if it'll come back directly at him. Should set the cue ball up nicely to make the 15. No, sinks it. I was going to say 15 on the side, but the cue ball actually traveled to make contact with the 15, pushing it a little out. Now we're going to be looking at an inside cut, very, very thin down the rail. It's going to be very thin, low contact point. Want to make sure that you use a lot of inside English so you don't scratch either way. Bounces off perfectly, makes it, and has a shot on the 8. The speed control here, another 6 inches, and this would be a straight 8-inch shot here. He's on the inside of it. He's going to have to do a inside cut to the inner rail. It looks like Joey's looking now to see if it cuts in the other rail on the other side of the 2. No? I think he was looking at a scratch line. Always a good thing to do. If you know that you can make the cut and send the cue ball and not worry about your scratch. Tremendous attempt there. His leave was great. This is almost a safety leave if the 2 ball's hindering the cut on the 1. I don't think it's there. I think Aaron's going to be able to come back to the table making the 1. A safety play could be done here, just nicking the 6 and then freezing behind the corner. With the level of playing of these guys, it's not something I think I would do. This leaves a kick attempt for Joey, and the 8 ball's close enough for the win that it's there. With the lower race in this 8 ball match to 4, I think I would have tried to shoot out. All right, Joey going for the kick. You can do it 2 ways. Go straight in for the kick or off the rail. He's going straight in and just a little short. Sadly, did not make contact with the 8, resulting in a foul. It will be ball in hand for Aaron. Aaron looks like he's going to start his playoff with the 6. You kind of just want to go real smooth pass, play the 2, clean up those two trouble balls. But you really want to have your plan on the 4. The 4 doesn't look like it cuts by the 8, so you have to be on the other side or play down table or in the sides. With ball in hand, I almost would take care of that one right now. Opportunity to shoot the 6. He's coming all the way down table, has position on the 1. And kind of hit off the rail and almost go 2 rails, sending it close to the 8, having position for the 4 or the 2. A lot of speed control. Sadly, just a little off on his cut, bobbling the 1. leaving Joey with an opportunity to cut and take the first win of the set.
Good out, Joey.
All right, going to take a moment to talk about some of our sponsors. Striker Shooting World, Guns and Ammo. They also offer concealed carry training, indoor shooting range, a variety of firearms and shooting accessories, outstanding service. They are located at 415 South Valley Drive, Las Cruces. They're open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Give them a call with the indoor shooting range. You can see if any are open at 575-523-2424. They are going with the alternate break format still. It will be Aaron's break. He is opting to use the magic rack. BCA rules. You do have to have the 8 in the middle, and all 3 balls do have to be different. You couldn't have all solids on the exterior, the 1 and back 2 being solid. Alright. Aaron does have a break stick, which also usually has a phenolic tip, which is just a little harder, and sometimes you get a better break. One thing with those sticks, you do have to keep them chalk up, and you do have to get good contact with the ball. If not, you miscue. Aaron had a great break there, great spread, ended up making a ball. The cue ball ended up resting right on the 9, making it very difficult for his next shot. So he made a solid. There doesn't look like to be an easy solid shot. You could go for the 2 ball, but because of the proximity with the 1-9, you're going to be so jacked up, this next shot will be difficult. I didn't hear what he called. Okay, I believe he called the 10, made it, and made another one down. I believe the 12 as well. Alright, has position on 14, comes around, breaks up the 11-13. He still will have a shot on the 13. I'm not sure if the 7 hinders the long cut in the long corner. I think it's going to be a thinner cut trying to send this to the side. The nice thing about this cut, nope, he's calling corner. So this obviously goes past the 7 ball. Alright, let's see if it has it. Great shot, drills it in, comes off the rail, perfect speed control to come down table for the 9. Didn't leave himself on the back rail too straight, left a good angle. Alright, now make his plan for his 15-8 out. Taking the time, walking around the table, looking at multiple angles and multiple exits. Think you can play your 9, plan on the 11 down, stop shot, come around with the 15 on the side. It leaves you the 8, but you just always have to watch out for that 7. Any cue ball into the 7 after the 15 and you lose your 8 ball shot. But he does have an out here. Another hard thing here would be the stun shot on the 11 and just not drawing back enough and getting lost behind the 8-6 and just giving yourself your own safe. Draws back great. Actually draws back a little too much.
Hell of a stroke.
Yeah. Hell of a stroke. Alright, let's see what the plan is here. From the commentator box, the angle on the 15, not sure if he has the back bank, the inside cut into the side pocket. All right, looks like he can bank it around the 7 in the corner. You'd want to use a little follow, come off the rail to still have the shot on the 8. Great shot, great chance, you know, about 2 inches off there, and still set himself tremendously for a closer if it would have went. All right, Joey looking things over here. Lots of options. Opts for the safe. This is a smart play if played right. From my angle, can't tell if the 3 totally got him. Aaron might have an opportunity to kick into the 15 and leave a safe. Does look like the 6 ball came around enough where there's not the opportunity for the long cut of the 15 down rail. All right. I think Aaron can see enough on the other side of the 3 for the 15. He's calling the bank. He's going to have to follow through this and make sure that he gets around to avoid the 2-5. Oh, a little too much power. 15 travels off the table. All right, a little too much gusto. Popping the 15 off the table results in a foul. The foul ball will go down, and Joey will get ball in hand. Really going to have taken his time, plan this out. Looks like he's opting to shoot the 6 ball farthest down and try to travel closest to the other end of the table. All his balls are separated. Nothing doesn't have a pocket. With this 6 make, very easy. Take your time. Great shot. All right, I would go for the 2 here. And really going to have to play a speed control game to go back and forth. 2, just come around enough for the 3, save yourself for the 4, leave the 5, or from the 4. This is a good position to play 3, 4, and then come around enough for the 7. Because if you can do the 3, the 4, come around for the 7, and have that straight in 5, you set yourself up for the 8 ball again. But multiple choices here. He could be too straight, you know, from my angle, not have the angle to create that 4. A lot of the times when that happens, you just put too much on it and go too far on something, which might have just happened. Now coming back, I don't think he went as far as he wanted to create the 5 shot. I'm not sure if the 5 goes in the corner around the 8. I'm not sure if he can see around the 5 to have enough of the 4, is what he's calling. So it'll be an inside cut. A good shot to set up the 7 here. Great cut. Great speed. Sets up the 5 very nicely. He's going to be looking at a drawback probably to set up the 7. Does want to be very careful here. You don't want to mess up and draw up into your side and scratch. That's a horrible ball in hand. Yet again, just didn't come back as far as he wanted. Didn't really get the angle he wanted on the 7. Now the 7 is always going to be a makeable ball. He can see it, he can pocket it, he can thin cut here and go all the way down the rail. He can back bank actually to the side where his hand's at. So the opportunities are there. There's also a safety play here to make contact with the 7, do 2 rails, and come back with the Q and freeze it on the backside of the 8. But you have to freeze it, freeze it. Okay, he's calling the cut. It's going to be very inside again. Wants to make sure you're using a lot of inside English, not scratch. Sadly, not enough for the cut or the scratch. Looks like he may have blocked the straight and 8. Looks, give Aaron an opportunity. Nope. Aaron's going to have the shot for the 8 in the corner. Ties the match up at 1-1. All right, alternate break. Joey is up next. I do want to talk about some of our sponsors. The Cut Gallery, a full service salon, quality work and prices. Go see Laura, Mary, and the rest of their great staff and haircuts and more. They're located at 1226 South Solano Drive, Las Cruces. Call ahead to get your availability or spot at 575-526-8765. And that's actually a place on my list I need to go. I've been putting off a haircut for about a month, so as shaggy as I am, I probably will be going to go see Lori or Mary soon. All right, Joey has the break coming up. Tied game at 1-1, race to 4. Great break, good contact. Sadly, nothing goes down. Doesn't look like we had that much of spread. Everything stayed on the far downside of the table.
Hey, Ramon, will you grab me a water, please? Grab me a water. Put it on my pad.
All right, Aaron coming to a table, kind of looking it over, kind of making your decision. What do you want to go for? Stripe solid. Has an open shot on both. Could make the 4, but of course the 11 being that deep and straight in the pocket, your stripes are always your go-to or easiest one. But taking your time to really plan it out to try to get the run it's there. All right, going for the 11. Drawn back. Oh, makes it perfectly around. All right, when you go for the 13 here and completely stop shot, try to leave yourself the 15. Great shot. A little movement on the cue just because there was a little more angle than he wanted, but that's okay. I'm not sure if he has another shot. I think you go for the 11 and cut. Going for the extension. got the extension on the cue, going for the long cut. Looked like he's trying to cut the 15 here. Great shot, great cut. Still comes back around. Not really a really good opportunity for the next shot. Does have the bank on the 11 where he could stun it and set up the 10-9. Just really has to make sure he finds a way to get around this 167 that's blocking his, what is the green one, 14 or 12? One of the strike balls. All right, Aaron's calling the 9 ball, going for the 10-9 combo. Great shot. This did send the 10 a little farther into that cluster of solids. Now the 5 ball seems to be cutting off the pocket now for that corner, so you're going to have to get a little trickier position play to find a pocket for your 10. Now Joe going for same problem I have, whatever color that is, going for the pink stripe. Now, I'm not sure if he took the time. He has the angle here to make the green stripe to come around and get great position play, which he's avoiding. All right, setting himself up for a 10 bank. I think he wanted him to be a little closer to the 5 or farther down where it was going to be more of a 10 long cut shot down. Problem with this 10 bank, you can't use follow because you're gonna hit a solid and you're gonna leave yourself clustered or just hindered where you're not gonna have your next shot. Can't really draw black either, so. And this is gonna be a hard one here. Don't see any easy safe opportunities. You could do an intentional foul and try to just cluster up the solids a little worse and, you know, make Joey work for it and give him ball in hand. Lots of difficult choices here. Going for the bank. Bumps into the 3 ball, a little far off of the rail there, just didn't get the angle he wanted for the side. All right, Joey coming to the table with solids. Not really an easy shot open. I don't think he has the easy available shot on the 3. Joey goes for a kick on the 3, just a little short, not enough speed, but plays a perfect 2-way and got behind the 5 for a perfect save. Aaron, confident, goes for the jump stick. Not sure if he's going to go for a jump make, jump safe. What do you call? Choices. I don't really see a jump make. I don't even think if you make contact with the 10 that there'd be any way to send it and make contact with the 14. You might be able to Aaron had a great jump, got over the ball. Sadly, just didn't make contact with the tin, was a little off, came down and made contact with the solid, resulting in a foul. Ball in hand. Joey's going to step up to the table. He's opting to start off with the 7 far end. A little hard here. I'm not sure if he was setting up for the 1. I don't see the 6 being cut. Unless he wants to try a 6 bank. Okay, going for the 4 ball. Just got a little bobble on those full shots. That 9-footer is really showing its table today. Just that little bit of distance. Alright, Aaron's calling the 10 ball, not going for a combo. Looks like he's going to try to send this off of the 14 to carry him into the corner, is what I see. Great shot, comes off. Ooh. Almost could have had a better chance at carrying into the 14. Now left Joey pretty hooked because I think he's frozen to the 6, which cuts off a lot of angles to make the 3 easy, to make the 5. So it's almost a safety play here as well. I'm not sure if he can shoot the 4, carom it in, and try to make the 3, freeze it behind the 5. This is a tough one. Now, if it is frozen, he can shoot directly through it, so therefore he might have a 6-1 combo and make the 1 in the corner, but it has to be frozen. If it's not frozen, he's going to be looking at a jacked up shot. The cue ball can't pass line of object. Nope. Oh, good shot though. Everything's traveling. All right. Aaron does have a shot on that, but Joey did send the 8 ball down table, so now the 8 ball only goes in one pocket downside. It looks like the 5 blocks it, so Aaron is going to have to make sure he's on that side to be able to cut in the opposite corner. I don't think the 10 ball goes between the 1, so you almost have to play this and bump into the 10 and create your next shot, or play it with such inside English that you go in between the 1 or the 10 ball and get the shot in the same pocket. Oh, he just did not get enough angle and followed it straight in. This is going to give Joey ball in hand. All right. Everything's open. Take your time here. Couple trouble balls, your 2, 3. Good choice right there. Sets himself up. I like that setup. He really left it where he could do the combo, where he has the window to make the 3. You know, has multiple shot opportunities. And the nice thing on all those shot opportunities is by stop shotting a lot of these or shooting the 6, he's in the same position. Oh, a little draw there. Not sure why he tried to get on that side. This is going to give a tough back bank at Aaron. He's going to have to bank this 10 all the way back at him. To get position on the 8, you have to be where the 6 is, so you can cut it in that corner. that or travel the cue closest back to that corner where you're banking the 8. Great. Great opportunity there. Was just a little off, hit the inside, so didn't have it.
Sloppy luck right there.
And so Joey says, Joey's coming to the table with a little bit of cluster. You got 2 opportunities here to try to make something or go for a really, really mean safe. From my angle, if he can hit this 6 and push the cue ball behind the 2 and leave it in that window, oh, I'm not sure if he went far enough. I think he can still see it. Yep. Yeah, very hard. Aaron coming to the table. Looks like he's going to be able to see it. Makeable, not sure. With that cluster coming back to the table, his next shot is really just going to be a slam shot almost. Anything that makes contact with the 6 is going to make the 3. Aaron opting for the back bank in the side. Great shot. Great speed control, just a little far. Made sure to have the cue ball travel just a little down the rail to leave himself that opportunity to bank the 8 if the 10 was made. All right. Looks like Joey's trying to go slow and clean some of this up, 1 ball at a time. All right. Not sure if that was my route. I think I would have played the 5 into the 3 and tried to break up all that cluster. He got lucky here. He has a window in between this to see the 3 and make it, but if you draw back and hit either of those balls, you could really hinder your next shot. But if you make it and draw completely back, you leave your 5. He's calling a safe. Great shot. Oh. If he would have hit that back rail and froze it between the 3, I don't see any opportunity of ever hitting that 10. It was too close to jump out of. You know, Aaron would have really been in a predicament. Sadly, with the scratch, it'll be ball in hand. Aaron with a shot in the side. Simple follow through. Leaves himself with an 8 shot in the corner. A little short. I think a little longer would have left it straight in, but very makeable here. Oh, just a little off and bobbles the 8. All right, now can Joey come to the table and pocket these 4 balls all in the same pocket very slowly and just, you know, manage the cue ball around? All right, he's going for a combo here, calls the 3. Oh, gets a good bounce. I think he has the 5-6 combo here. Wait to see what he calls. Not sure if the 6 hits the 2, it won't go, but I think it's a dead end 5-6 combo from my angle. He's calling it. By hitting the inside of the 5, you do have to hit enough with the cue ball to make sure you travel back far enough to have your next shot. You really don't want to hit this 5 into the 2 and just leave the cue on the rail where you don't have a shot easy in the corner again. Ooh, Joey did good, but kind of froze the 2-5-2 up against there. I think he's too close for the easy cut. I think he's going to be kicking back at this. The 5-2 does look wired, which basically means any contact with the 2 will send, or with the 5 will send the 2 into the corner. But your speed control and setup for the next shot is key. I think Joey's going to be kicking this off the rail, or nope, going for the shot. Speed control here, gets it. Sends the cue ball far enough down table, back to the middle. He has a great shot, has a cuttable angle here on the 5. The 8 deep enough in the pocket. He'll have shape anywhere on the table. for the cut. Excellent cut. Great speed control. Put a little end slide, making sure he wouldn't scratch there. Full table shot, just has to make sure it's online. Don't follow it in. Try to make contact as .1, which sadly was missed. I think just rushed it.